Hey, all right, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by getting all glory and praise and fear to the Heavenly Father, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, double orange apostle, and great millstone, who do well. This is Brother Kakam, member of the Great Millstone Atlanta camp. Right back again to you with another video. This one is going to be called In Season, Out of Season. And we're starting to get cold. I know today's Friday. Thursday there's a cold front. I believe again on Monday it's gonna get even colder. From what the Zaquan told me. Zaquan Abba when I seen him yesterday. It's gonna get even colder on Monday or something like that. So hey, it's starting to get cold out here in the streets. And I was scrolling on Instagram. Backstory to why I'm naming the video this. I'm scrolling on Instagram and I seen this guy. I'm like, well, I was kind of desk scrolling, which it is addicting. I do gotta stop, but sometimes you see some things like this. So Lord's will, it'll make it for an edifying video. And I was desk scrolling or whatever. I hate calling it that, but that's exactly what it is. You don't get anything out of it, and it's just dopamine rewards in your brain. Anywho, sometimes it comes out with a nice little video like this. Anywho, and this guy, his name is D Rich TV, which he's in Houston, and he's in front of the IUIC. Now, the IUIC, they played it correctly. In my personal opinion, the guy was, complaining about them being there, on the sidewalk. And he's like, look, bro, we'll move if you want this part of the sidewalk, but, you can just move up the street. And they really shouldn't have to move because sidewalk is public property, bro. You don't own the fucking sidewalk. You can do whatever you want, but, if you disturb their religious ceremonies, then they can obviously call the cops on you. But that wasn't the part of the video. The guy just made a video to fucking get some clout off Israel, basically. And it's nothing wrong with the IOIC in the video from what I can see. But I go to the comments to see people's reactions, see how they were react to the video. And the guy said, I'm coming out there with you in a few weeks. This can't be happening. Folks is disrespectful. Which, this video didn't seem disrespectful to me, but that it is what it is. Anyways, the guy who made the video, D Rich TV, he said, all good is getting cold anyways. Woo-wee! All right, and that's why the video is called In Season, Out of Season, because these people, they know if you wear that fucking purple garment, your ass ain't gonna be out there during the wintertime. All right? Heavy video. They know that if you're wearing that purple fringe t-shirt, that you're not going to be out there during the wintertime. They understand that. They know that, you're going to be out there during the summertime and the springtime when it's nice and cold. So it's nice. It's a nice little temperature. But during that summertime, so during that winter, you're not going to be out there, man. And IOIC is known for not being out there during the wintertime. And the scriptures say completely contrary to that. And even then, their doctrine is fucked up. Like, yeah, we know that. Like I was just at Apostle Hard Work, and he was basically going into how IOIC is teaching hell. They're still teaching hell, which they started teaching like 2-3 years ago. But they're still teaching hell, which is a bugged out doctrine. But it just goes to show you that people understand there's different sects of Israel. Okay, but when Esau does his smear campaign, he's going to paint it with a very broad brush. All right, but some people know. Some people know that a lot of Israelite groups aren't out there during the wintertime. I'm not sure if ISBK is out there during the wintertime, but I know for sure there's one group that stands out there during the wintertime every single year, which is what? Great Millstone. Okay, now this is the book of 2 Timothy 4, verse 2. Let's start 1. I charge thee therefore before the Most High and the Lord, that's Kairos, Yahawashi, Hamashiach, who shall judge the quick and dead at his appearing and his kingdom. 2, preach the word, be instant in season. Let me remember that instant. Instant means to place at, place upon, place over, to stand by, be present, to stand over one, place oneself above. Used especially of a person coming upon one suddenly, an angel of advent, of angels of dreams, to be at hand. So to be ready. So you're supposed to be ready to what? Teach. Preach the word. Be ready. Be instant in season, out of season. All right. Season. Akarios, inopportunely, out of season, unseasoned. When it was an out season, would be what? Wintertime. Okay, fall, winter, because it's about to start getting cold. Okay, November is a pretty chilly month. Luckily this week it'll be pretty hot during the daytime. But I believe next weekend it might be pretty cold, and that even leads until December, January. Usually around the end of January it starts getting a little bit. Well, I don't know. Usually February's a cold ass month. And March comes around, then that's when it starts getting a little bit warmer. But these next 3 months, it might be kind of cold. And Esau might have it to where the harp is extra cold this year because people are looking for answers. You know, so Esau might put the freeze. Mr. Was that the Batman villain, Mr. Freeze? You know, he lived in that cold ass fucking in the movie, that cave or whatever. You know, I believe it was played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, which Schwarzenegger really means like sports means black nigger. So you know, there you go. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger is probably a Jake. Which, you know, probably. I mean, he has charisma. He's a pretty good actor. I was rewatching the Terminator like a month or two ago. It was a pretty good movie. It says, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove. How do you reprove? It says, eligacho, to convict, to refute, to confute, generally with the suggestion of shame of the person's conviction. So you're supposed to be rebuking, reproving, okay, telling Jake what's wrong. How do you reprove and rebuke? Well, you teach the scriptures. Exhort with all long suffering. So long suffering is representing what Makotimia, longanimity, forbearance, long suffering, patience. And it takes patience to go out there every single week, okay, especially during the wintertime. Toes freezing, could be snowing. You know, I mean, last year, man, it was pretty brutal. I think they had like a snowstorm up in New York, and in some weeks the elders couldn't even go out. The elder apostles couldn't even go out because it's just so fucking brick. You know, it's not suitable to go out, man. Even in Chicago, you know. Man, some of the places in the United States of America, it gets real cold, and brothers still struggle and buckle through that pain. Okay, but IOIC is known not to go out. And even random fucking Jakes know that they not going to be out there in a couple of weeks.